Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, fuck you, man. No! It won't even let me out. That's disgusting. Okay, Axon is the map pick of Naru's team. That is so fucking annoying. So it's gonna be Malevolence and Axon. Let's go to the server. It's really annoying, the comp freezing. It's a fucking driver update opening as soon as I... Oh. What? What? Oh. Okay. Everything is okay now. What a fail. What's up, K2? Not sure which map is first. Have they voted? Looks like Malevolence will be first. That was surprisingly the map pick of RS. Naru's quite good on basement there, but perhaps Bug feels like he can keep it close. RS does have the better frag power on the 2v2 for sure, not even close. Achi and Miso, who is maybe the most underrated player in the whole cup, Miso. He's like 400-ish, I think, and he puts up a lot of frags. So the 2v2 is going to be a big advantage here for RS, no question. It's going to be up to the solos. Bug and Naru should be pretty close if they match each other. And then Scream... Who plays the other solo point for the spUwU? Oh, it's Crazy N, right? Yeah, Crazy N. Forgot he was on their team. So Crazy N Scream might be the most important matchup here. Ooh, this looks nice on the HD textures. So we'll see, Naru can sometimes plays corner as well, so we'll see if he actually elects to play corner or if he's going to be down here. This 2v2 spot is going to be heavily in control of RS, which can be annoying on this map. If the 2v2 is in control, they can kill people heading towards corner, and they can also have a guy up here helping off, shooting down at the corner as well, so perhaps that's why they went with this map pick. Both teams 2-0, final match of group stage, so winner of this will win Group C for the group stage. Simple as that. Similar thing happening in Group D on Thursday. My team against Ramdrops. Winner of that will win Group D. This should be a good one. RS is very good. I think they're definitely one of the favorites to go far in this cup. They have a good balance. Scream and Bug on the solos. Achi and Miso, maybe the strongest 2v2? I don't know, I'd have to look at all the teams, but it's definitely one of the stronger 2v2s in the cup. It should definitely be stronger than Spirit and Vader. I don't think those two are going to have the frag power to keep up, especially on a map like this. I think the 2v2 is going to be heavily won here by RS. Basement matchup is it's the only sort of solo that's more isolated here that's going to be very important. spUwU ends up playing down there. I'm guessing Bug is going to, but who knows? They might throw him on corner. We shall see. Oh man, I already forgot what the second map was. What was the second map? Countdown is on. Axon, that's right. And we're underway. Looks like Scream's heading to corner, so it will be him, not Bug over here. So that means Bug is on lower. Looks like Naru is on corner. Wasn't sure. I know he can play both points here on Malevolent, so... okay. That's an important note. So Bug is going to need to really win heavily against Crazy N, which he should be able to offset corner, which is for sure going to be won by Naru. I don't see any way Scream even keeps this competitive with him, if I'm being honest. And Naru should be winning this by a fair margin. Currently, to start out, it is Blue with an advantage, though, early on here. Watching from Spirit, and surprisingly, they've had the early control of the 2v2, which I was expecting RS to win heavily, and Spirit's had a nice start to this game here. See Scream, only one kill. 1 kill, 12 efficiency, and 2 points on corner to start the game. That's going to be a rough one for RS, and might see Bug switch over here at some point if it gets really out of hand. But for now, Bug will be winning Basement, which he is 8-4 currently to start against Crazy N there. See Vader helping on Basement on spawns too. Definitely good to do that as the 2v2 player there. Watching from Naru now. He's probably happy to see Scream come over here as opposed to Bug. Red holding all three. It's currently 28-22 in favor of spUwU here. Nice double kill there. Playing close to the point. Can be good to utilize this hallway right here. You're protected from being sniped from top if someone from the 2v2 is up there. And you can also control the people spawning low heading towards mid as well. So good positioning here, and it's a 7-point early advantage. Let's check out the basement battle. Bug against Crazy N. It's currently Bug with 12 against the 10 of Crazy N. Crazy N keeping this close, and that's honestly the main reason why Blue is winning right now, I feel like. Naru's taking care of business against Scream, and Bug kind of had to do the same against Crazy N. It's a similar type matchup there, and Bug is only up by 3 points, and that's not going to be enough to offset the beating that Scream is going to take against Naru, so... For now, they're keeping it close overall, though. They're only down 7. Central, we got 15 total for RS against the... 15. It's pretty much dead even on the 2v2. Dead even on the 2v2. It's being won through corner at the moment, as Bug has not been able to get enough of a foothold here yet, but he's starting to grow a bit more of a lead. He's got a 4-point advantage now over Crazy N here. $10-point advantage now for spUwU to start the game. And remember, this was the map choice of RS, which I kind of questioned. I see this as one of Naru's best maps, whether on corner or basement here. I think they really felt they'd have full control of Central and take over on the frag power, which up to this point has not really happened, to be honest. See, 20-19. spUwU is actually winning Central ever so barely. I expected RS to win that heavily. Still lots of time for things to change, but not a very good start for RS right here, that is for sure. The lead continues to grow. They're 12-point advantage now overall. See Miso trying to hold Central down a bit longer than they have here. They did come back a little bit there. It's within 10 again. What is going on here on my stream manager? Okay, so here we are. Anyway, Reds brought it back a bit. They're within 8 now. They were down as much as about 15. And starting to bring it back, and holding Central is going to be critical. They're holding all 3 points right now. RS is for some time. And look at that. They've come right back. They're within 4 points now. So things starting to turn around here. Let's check out Crazy N for a moment. He's against Bug, as we know, in the basement. Only down 9 so far. That's acceptable, I'd say, for him. He's doing his job. If he can keep it within even 10 to 20 point loss to Bug, I'd say that would be enough to give his team a chance to win here for sure. But RS has brought this all the way back. They're only down 3 points now, so nice job there. Scream must have got it back together a bit too on corner. And he has. He got 20 points there now. It's Naru only with a 9-point advantage overall there after the nice start that he had. See from Scream here. Red holding all 3. They might take the lead back into the game, and they just did. And they're still holding all 3 points. So Blue was holding a nice advantage there for a while, but it's RS that's come all the way back. And we've got a game once again. They're in the lead by 5 now. Things really swinging back and forth here. Watching Mr. Vader boosting his teammate to death right there, trying to get back control of Central. And looks like he was going to assist Basement down there as well. See if Naru needs to grow his advantage back against Scream for sure. He's actually got a pretty decent one. He's 35 points to the 23. And definitely the main reason that this is still close here. You see Bug starting to pull away from Crazy N as well, so this is going to be neck and neck all the way. And now it's become more of what we figured we'd see, where the 2 solo points are about even with each other. In terms of advantage, corner, about a 10-point advantage for Blue and Basement. We have, well, approaching a 20-point advantage for Bug, so that's the difference there. And then the 2v2, I think, is starting to go into the favor of RS as well, as we thought it might. What is that, 47 against the... Ooh, only 32. So, Basement and Central being won pretty heavily by RS. It's only corner, as we watch Naru, that's being won by spUwU. That's the only point they have. And the lead continues to grow for RS here. Well, that's not a close score, Murder. Thanks for the update. One other match going on at the same time is this one here. This is, again, the battle for first place in Group C. It's a short group stage. There's only 3 matches. Both teams playing each other here were 2-0. So winner of this will win Group C for the group stage. And winning your group is pretty impactful too, as it does give you a bye in that first round of the playoffs. So it's definitely something you're going to want to take down if you can. It's not looking good for the spUwUs here, though, on Malevolence. I question the map choice by RS, but it's looking as though it was perhaps a good choice after all. This RS team is very good. I saw the lineup. They definitely look like a team that has a chance in the cup for sure. With Miso's frag power that he has at such a low rating, it's It's very impactful, and two good solo point players with Bug and Scream. It's a pretty well-balanced team here, and they're showing it, at least so far here. Nice ultra here by Bug on the basement. It's up to 55 points here now to 37. Crazy M was keeping this closer initially, but not anymore. Okay, so everyone else can hear me. It's only Murder that can't. Thank you. I was about to check my OBS there. I would have been surprised if I could have made it this long without anyone saying anything if my mic was muted. It's over a 20-point advantage overall. 5 minutes left. Is Blue going to make any changes? I don't even know what they would possibly do to bring this back, to be honest with you. I don't know that there's much they can do. $69 points for RS on Central now. To the what is that, like 36? They're losing Central by a lot, as we thought they might. And this is definitely one issue with the spUwUs. I think Naru has just been mostly carrying this team, which you'd expect, but Crazy N can play solos. He's not like a top guy, though. And the 2v2 is definitely in favor, in general, I would say, of RS here, so I think the only other thing they could try, and they might try to force to try on the second map, is you just got to match Naru up against Bug. Try to win that matchup, and hope Crazy M can beat Scream, which I think he can. At the very least, those two would be very close against each other. Then again, it might often be determined by the 2v2 being a big difference here between these teams. They may have to try something weird. I don't know. 3.5 minutes left, and it's nearly a 20-point advantage overall for RS. And it was Blue with the early lead, as much as 15, but they brought it back, and it's been all RS since then. And they are definitely going to take map number 1 here, barring a massive comeback, which I just cannot see happening. Oh, is Naru Central now? Yeah, you're right, he did switch. So they did try to switch something. Who did they move to corner? Vader. So the problem, though, Naru's going to help on Central, which obviously they were losing bad, but this is going to be a pretty easy matchup for Scream here against Vader. And they're just permanently in control of corner now. I don't think putting Naru on the 2v2 is the correct option here. I thought of the strat. This map is over, so it doesn't matter. But going forward, in this match, I think what they should do is put Spirit on the solo against Scream, Naru against Bug on the other solo, Crazy N and Vader on the 2v2. I feel like that'd be more balanced overall. The 2v2 will be a lot closer, and maybe even an advantage of spUwU with Crazy N's frag power over there. I think maybe that could work. I don't know. That's about all I could think of. It's either that or you just match Naru against Bug and keep Crazy N on the other solo and just hope things go better. But if you look at the fragging of Spirit at 86, that's not bad. Like, he's got the iDOM knowledge, he's quicker. Like, you can't put Vader on a solo. He's your weakest player. That's not going to work, ever. So I think maybe put Spirit on the other solo. Try to beef up the frag power on your 2v2 with Crazy N. Maybe. Yeah, probably Deckle. That might have been the play early on. Like, as soon as they saw Bug was basement, not corner, maybe they should have sent Naru right over there to match Bug, but They didn't, and to be fair, they had a lead early on, so why would they do that? But it's a problem with iDOM. It can get away from you really quickly, and by the time they made any switch, the map was pretty much over here. Blue holding all three, but it doesn't matter. They could hold all three for the rest of the game, and they are not coming back in this one. Down by about 30 here. So nice job by RS in map number 1. Going to take it down. Their map choice. 84 to 62 is the basement matchup, by the way, now. So Bug, of course, is going to win this matchup here against Crazy and did a nice job there. And they're going to hold all 3 points to finish off the map as well for good measure. And that was pretty one-sided. Miso, 108 frags. At a 400 salary. Definitely the steal of the cup, there's no question. Not overly surprising. I remember when he was playing on ranked CTF, he'd often shoot over 40x, so anyway, it is what it is. $660, that seems about right. Yeah. Yeah, for the amount he frags, actually, for sure. And he's been grinding, too. Like, he knows all the maps very well now. Anyway, we'll see if spUwU can force a tiebreaker map here. Or if RS is just going to cruise to the group stage. Oh, Crazy N talking about just what we're talking about. Miso and Luceni, known rating whiners, always underrated. Yes, I know Miso is good. I called it before the cup started, man. That he is mucho too low, but it happens. It's a problem with this type of draft cup. You can't get it. It can never be perfect, and you can't expect it to be perfect. There's going to be mistakes, always. The goal, like, you're never going to get it perfect. The goal is to minimize the mistakes. Like, it can't be... Like, for example, like, with Miso, right? Like, they got it wrong. Obviously, he's way underrated. But, like, let's say they had him at, I don't know, 550 or something. Like, he'd still be underrated at that price, but it wouldn't be as bad, you know what I mean? It's something where, like, it's not gonna super throw the balance of games. But anyway, it's hard to do. So this is spUwU's map choice, so they gotta feel good about it. Assuming Naru's gonna be on the Nook against... Should see the Bug Naru matchup here, and Naru has to win that one for his team to have a chance, there's no question. And I think he should be able to beat Bug on that point. Should be a lot quicker there. Scream on basement against, I'm assuming, Crazy N, unless they're going to try switching something up to try to get more frag power on the 2v2. We'll see if they end up doing that or not. And the countdown is on. Start with Scream. I'm assuming he's going to be heading basement. It looks like he was. He's at Nook right now. There's no way he's actually staying here. He is! Interesting. I thought for sure Bug would be over here. So, it's starting out the same way, and maybe this is intentional. That they're trying to put Scream against Naru so they win the other solo matchup heavily, and so far to start, it's been Naru with a brief lead here. And yeah, Bug is on basement. So Naru and Bug not going to face each other. And it's already an early advantage for RS here, and I think spUwU needs to make a change quicker than they did in the first map. It's already an 8-point advantage this early in the game. That's pretty substantial, to be honest. I feel like they just got to send Naru over here. Seven to 2, by the way, to start on the 2v2 as well. This is not going to work. They're doing the same exact thing as they did on Malevolence, and spUwU is not adapting to this. Their 2v2 has no chance. They're two heavy fraggers on RS against two pretty low fraggers, Vader especially. There's just no way. Crazyan cannot compete with Bug, and all Scream has to do is not lose by 50 plus, and that's a win. As simple as that. RS holding all 3 points and growing their lead here. It's already up to 10. And you can see with this Aqua point has yet to be touched. And actually on a Rampage, that shows how big of a mismatch this 2v2 area is. Watching from Naru now. On Nook, this is the only matchup that favors spUwU. It's the only one. 17 to 8, he is winning it by a fair margin, but when you're losing the other 2 points, it's not going to matter. And they're losing the other 2 points heavily. This is like an exact replica of what we watched on Malevolence here. 37 to 51 already. Are they going to switch something? I wonder. I feel like they should try throwing Spirit Basement and put Crazyan on the 2v2. Or something. I don't even know. They're fucked. They've lost. It's actually impossible, I feel like. There's no switch that is going to work. I do feel like Naru has to be against Bug to have any hope, but... Let's watch Crazyan on the basement against Bug. Currently sitting at 15 points over here to the 22, so similar to basement on Malevolence, he kept it somewhat close, at least to start, and then Bug just kind of grew his advantage more and more as the map went along, and I think that's kind of what we're going to see again right here. It's hard to watch, honestly. I was hoping for a really close game here, given that these were the 2 unbeaten teams in their group, and winner takes first, but this is pretty one-sided, to be honest. They're still technically in range, though, spUwU is. Down 12. They haven't officially lost yet, but what do they do? Let's watch from Miso. Actually hitting pretty well on this one, too. Leading in frags at 42 here. See both members of the 2v2 over 60 efficiency. Compare it to the 2v2ers of spUwU. We got 42 from Vader and a 28 from Spirit. That is gross. They have a combined 14 points on Aqua. They are getting completely run over there. It's already 37 points for RS. There's just no way. They have to switch something now. I really feel like they have to try switching something. Crazyan Vader on the 2v2. Try that. Spirit Basement. Or no, that's not what you do. You put Naru against Bug on Basement. You put Spirit to Nook against Scream. Crazyan and Vader on the 2v2. There you go. That is, in my opinion, the absolute only setup that has a chance of working. That is the one and only setup I feel like that could potentially work. Naru to offset bug. Spirit hopefully can at least keep it somewhat close against Scream. Up the frag power on the 2v2 with Crazy N. Or do that, what Lockpick said, yeah. Have someone just full roaming and try to get more control of the 2v2s. With all that being said, it's pretty close still. It's a 7-point game overall, but I cannot envision spUwU winning this the way it's going, though. I can't see it. (41-28), and the lead continues to grow for Bug down here on the basement. And RS holding all 3 points once more. Oh, that's a nice move by Bug to come up and make life even more miserable for Spirit. Up to a rampage now is Bug. Now's the time to switch something. 8 minutes left. Naru is winning Nook by a lot, I should say. 53-24. It is the main reason that they're somewhat in range here, but... oh, God. Aqua is just not even close. 48 for RS to the 25 of spUwU. 46-32 in favor of RS on basement. Naru really trying to hard carry this one. See if he can. If Crazy N or the 2v2 can get it somewhat together and not get completely devastated the way they have been, then there's a chance. And they're actually got their first lead of the map. Look at that. 128 to 123. They've fought back here. Largely through the effort of Naru on Nook there. 60-27. Big advantage right there. And Crazy N has brought it back a bit against Bug. He's only down 11 now. When he was down more than... he was down around 25, I think, the last time we looked at it, so... this matchup for Crazy N is actually really important. Same with the 2v2. If they can each just kind of settle in a little bit, they can literally both lose their points if they just don't get completely annihilated. The advantage of Naru can be enough to win, so... see what happens. They have their biggest lead of the map. It's up to 10 now. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. They're all frozen up because it's so cold out. Well, we'll see what happens. I can drive you back if you need. Yeah, I know. I didn't even think it was supposed to snow again today, but it snows every day. Back to the game. spUwU trying to force that third map. Surprisingly, have come back. 75 to 29, the advantage on Nook for Naru. And he is absolutely the reason that spUwU has come back in this game. See everything turning around a bit. The 2v2 not being as dominated anymore by RS. Crazy N's starting to fall a bit more on basement as well. He's down close to 20 there, but Naru's up by a lot more. Definitely solo carrying this one. Scream has no chance over here. Now it's going to be RS that has to think about potentially switching something with only 4.5 minutes left. The obvious choice is to put Bug on Nook against Naru. Put Scream against... oh, that's Naru helping on basement as well. Nice job by spUwU. I completely wrote them off in this map. And they've managed to bring it back, so good effort right there. Still time, though. But they have a nice lead here. 25 points now. Still remains Scream over here. I keep expecting to see Bug make his way over at some point. A Scream with a nice spawn there. That's gonna be a tilter. $51-69 on the basement, so Crazy on keeping it close enough. It's down by about 20, but that's good enough if Naru's going to win by that much on the other solo point. 90 points Naru up to now. It's only 38. Scream. Sorry, I got to keep it down slightly. My wife's on a word call. spUwU trying to hang on here. It looks like they are likely going to force that tiebreaker map, which is good to see. You want to see it in a battle for first place here in Group C. Watching from Vader now in the 2v2. Let's see what this is at now. 49-57 for spUwU against 68. So they've really brought that back. The two, they're still losing it, but they brought it back a lot closer. So that's a nice job by them as well, despite being heavily outfragged, which they are. They've managed to get that close. Any changes can happen for us here with under 2 minutes left. Are they going to try anything? Doesn't appear so. Scream is still heading towards Nook. Oh, it looked like he was thought about going basement there for a moment, but he did not. What is going on? What is Scream doing? Actually, can't tell. Okay, he is going back over to Nook. Naru with a clinic error against Scream. 105 points to the 42. So, this is the only way you can win with your other 2 points losing. Yes, solo points are pretty important. Naru winning the game literally by himself here. This is well played. Let's watch from him. Let's finish out the game with Naru. What a carry. What a carry this has been on Axum. They've got a massive lead now. 242 to 206. They've got this one in the bag. They are going to force the tiebreaker. Well done. The game looked horrible to start, and they found a way to make it work. I didn't think they could do it, and they did it, so credit them on that. Well, that's not the play, but that's alright. 114 now, the dom points. Wow. We'll see. Hopefully in the tiebreaker map we actually get to see Bug against Naru. That would make for the most balanced, entertaining game, I think. Both maps ended up being one-sided here, and nice job by spUwU. That is Omega carry by Naru. He had the only winning point for his team, and that's all they needed. When do you have to go back? Alright, well, I'll see what the weather's doing after this, and
No, it looks like a lot, even from looking out the window here. Yeah. That could happen. That would be ideal, actually. Anyway, they're gonna do their map bans to determine the tiebreaker map here. Yeah, what the hell, love? Yep. There you go.
With this full fit, I'm like what all the TikToks are showing me.
We're still waiting on the first ban here, if you're wondering. Still waiting on the first ban.
Okay. First Scream had to, since he won the coin toss, had to pick which team would start eliminating first, and I guess he had to think about that and figure it out. And he's gonna have them ban first. I think in general you want to be the team that is getting the last pick at the end when only 2 maps remain. First ban coming in for spUwU, and it's gonna be Malice taken out. Wait for RS's first ban here. Hoya, the first ban for RS. It's actually somewhat surprising. I feel like they could really control that 2v2 there and help top endlessly with their extra frag power, but anyway. Olden now taken out by spUwU. Focus, the next ban for RS. Cinder, Crusader, Curse, Garden, ICO, Lament, Shader is what remains. Awaiting Vader's next ban here. Cinder taken out by spUwU. 6 maps remain. Crusader now the next ban for RS. Curse, Garden, Isotoxin, Lament, Shader remain. Four of those maps are pretty frag heavy. Actually, they all kind of are in a way, so not sure if that's what spUwU really wants, but in any case, Curse now taken out by the spUwUs. spUwU. Map 1 was Malevolence, and it was won fairly heavily by RS. Garden is the next ban by RS, so it's ICO, Lament, or Shader. spU will make their final ban here, and then RS will get the final decision on what they play.
Do you want this or is it going out?
What is that? No, I'm good. I've already ate, thanks.
Ended up just one of these.
Shader is going to be the final ban for Naru's team here, so they're going to play either ICO or Lament, two DM maps, and RS will choose. I'm going to guess they're going to play ICO, but we'll see. Winner of Group C going to come down to the tiebreak. And it is, as I would have expected, they ban Lament, and it will be Isotoxin as the final map. I feel like on paper this favors RS, just due to the extra frag power they have on the 2v2. But I think spUwU is going to win. I think Crazy N's going to do pretty good on the corner there. Yeah, I think we'll finally see Bug against Naru. I think Crazy N will win corner against Scream, and Naru should be able to beat Bug, and he can help out with the fragging on ramp as well. So we'll see. I feel like RS should be favored in general on ICO, but I'm just picking spUwU to win. I think they're going to find a way. This is the battle of Group C. Coming out of the tiebreaker, the battle of Group D is going to happen 2 days from now on Thursday. X4 against C. Deckel going to be casting that one. Not going to want to miss it. That should be a good one as well. I think there's another... Should be another matchup to determine a group winner as well this week. Ooh, ICO looks nice too. Gotta love the HD textures. Yeah, indeed, I suppose they should be, unless they give extensions or something. Groupstage should be wrapped up this week. As, it's only 3 matches for Groupstage, so... So who do you guys got? Who do you think's winning this tiebreaker here and taking down Group C? RS or the spUwUs? UWs? spUwU. Some fucking weeb shit going on in here. Damien is in for RS, gonna sub in to ensure victory. Player 7 is in. What happened in the other match? I was being streamed at the same time here. Is it still going on? Or are you playing your last match on Thursday as well, Arcus? If so, that's 2 huge matches for Group D on Thursday. One match to determine the first place winner, and the other match, whatever team loses that will not make the playoffs. So that'll be the battle for third. That's 2 big matches for Group D on Thursday then. J-Ski won against B and G. That's not possible. He must have had a lot of help or something offsetting there. J-Ski's pretty good, but, like, come on. I think I've played that guy 2 or 3 times on a solo point, which is not my forte, and I've beat J-Ski pretty heavily every time I faced him. He must have been getting a lot of help or something. It's hard to explain. So they lost, so they should have picked up Crispy for Tox. A big mistake not doing that. They deserve to lose. How do you not swap Tox for Crispy? You're asking to lose. Now they can't make the playoffs. They waited too long. Group stage is too short. They should have made the trade for Crispy after their first loss. After Murder beat Tox on a solo, that should have been a clear sign to pick up Crispy. Who do we got, guys? I'm going with spUwU to win map number 3 here. Well, congrats on the win, Carlisi. Does that mean you win your group then? Or do you still have another match? Was that your final match at group stage? spUwU, Red Dynasty, thinking the same as me. Frag power advantage is RS, but for some reason I think Crazy is going to have a really good game here on corner, assuming he plays corner, which I don't know for sure that he is. 2-0. Oh, you still got another match. Okay, so I guess it's not 100% confirmed. Countdown is on now. Let's actually see where Crazy is going to go. It looks like he is heading over to the corner, which is what I expected, and I don't know why. I just expect him to have a good game here on corner. I think he can and should beat Scream. And if he does, spUwU can win this game. We're finally going to see Naru against Bug, by the way, even though it's not really a true solo point. Pathway is a heavy traffic point. It's kind of like a combined with ramp point here, so see Naru here. He's gonna just run in circles between pathway and ramp. Very close game to start. Tied 8-8 in the early going here. I'll have to look at the screenshotter stats. That's crazy though. So Bungie must have had a really off game. J-Ski's performing well, but like I said, if I'm destroying J-Ski on solos, there's no way that Bungie should ever be losing to him. Super close game here, and it is Naru against Bug, yeah, on Pathway. Early on, it's Naru with 4 points over there, 3 for Bug. By the way, RS holding all 3 points right now, taking a bit of an early advantage there. Corner currently doubled up by Scream, 8-4, and the spot I was expecting Crazy to have a good go here. See if that changes around. What map was it on? What map and what point was it on that you're referencing all this? By the way, it is currently ramp that's actually being won by spUwU. Crusader Peak. Yeah, I wonder how many times Bungie's even played the map. That is a point that can be helped by Curve a lot as well. spUwU with a 6-point advantage overall right here. Let's watch Bug now. Trying to get back to Pathway. Naru winning this one so far. 13-6 is the point differential between the two of them on this point. I don't know what Bug was trying to do there, but it did not work. Trying to get over on that box, I guess. Give me a break, Arcus. I've played in every single iDOM Cup, dude. I've never claimed to be a novice at it. It's not as though I'm rated low. 800 is a pretty high salary. And I think it's a good and fair one. Completely unbiased opinion, man. Some games I've probably played above an 800, but some maps I've definitely played below an 800. So, you know, it's not like some glaring thing. Still a close game here. That's what Spirit. He's got 11 points on ramp. 9 for Vader. They have 20 points over here to the... What is that? 16, 17 combined between the three of them. So they are spUwU actually winning ramp, which is not what you would expect. Doing a nice job here, spUwU. They're up to a 10-point advantage now. And they continue to grow that lead. They're doing a nice job. Frag power not being so important here on ramp. Achi and Miso are losing this. And you can see they have more frags than their two ramp counterparts here, but it does not matter. They're losing this one. Check back in on the corner matchup. Crazy N against Scream here. Scream with a narrow 4-point advantage right now. 25 to 21. Do feel like this is a matchup that Crazy N can win. At the very least, this should be very close over here, so I think the ramp and pathway going to be more or less what's most likely to determine the winner of this tiebreaker now. That's a nice shot there. Getting control back. Still just about a 10-point advantage for spUwU here. That's a nice multi by Crazy N. So the battle continues over there. Let's check back in with Mr. Naru. 55 kills. Only 40 for Bug. He's got 20 points Naru does on Pathway. Bug only 13, so we're finally seeing the... Although it's not a completely direct matchup, but Bug against Naru, and thus far it is Naru winning it. Naru hard carrying Axum as his team lost the other two points. He won his solo by so much that they won anyway, and he's forced the tiebreaker, and he's doing a great job over here on Pathway as well to try to seal this win. They got a pretty big advantage right now, 104 to 86. 8.5 minutes left to go. Lots of time for us to come back, but this is not a good start for them. spUwU riding the momentum of Axum right into ICO here. Bug is going to need to get some sustained holding of pathways he's currently doing. Finally going to drop right there. Still down about 8 points on path to Naru. See Musi trying to help off. And perhaps they've been trying to help a bit too much from ramp. I don't know, but they were losing ramp last I saw. Seems like Spirit and Vader are more focused on just holding ramp. Spirit especially. He's only got points on ramp, up to 20 now. Vader running through pathway when he can. But it seems like they've had more of a focus on just getting those points on ramp, as they know Naru is going to be okay over here, mostly on his own. See if Achi can get any control back over ramp. They're out, what is that? They're about 30, 31-ish points. And Spirit Vader have a combined 38. So ramp still being won by spUwU. Corner, a quick check-in. Crazy N's brought it back. They're almost tied there now. 39 to 38. So pathway and ramp being won by spUwU. That's why they have a lead in the game. Corner's pretty even. Really, the HD textures are too much? It was something, Scars was worried about. He said with the Twitch bitrate. He said for CTF maps it should be fine, but like, he said some like TDM maps and that, it was like too much. This map in particular is, especially the floor, it's almost too much, you know, but overall, I really like how it looks. On most maps, it makes it look a lot nicer, so. Was it like that on the previous two maps? Is it like that all the time, or has it just been like that more so on ICO here? Unfortunately, it's not like some simple thing that I could just turn on and off, you know what I mean? I'd have to like have a second streaming UT, one with the regular and one with low, and then switch it back and forth, but depending on map. Overhead view. 12-point advantage overall still for the spUwUs. You see Crazy and in a lead on corner now, 49 to 47. Still Naru 40. It's only 26 points by Bug on pathway, so Naru definitely getting the best of Bug over here. See Miso just sitting over here trying to help out as much as he can. Fair enough. I think that's gonna be how it goes. I think some maps, like from the brief look at VODs I've seen between CTF and iDOM, the HD textures have looked actually quite nice and run smooth. This is my first time streaming ICO with it though, and I could see how it might be struggling. It's because of this fucking floor. It's just the floor is too much. We gotta change the floor on ICO. Change the textures so we can actually stream with HD textures over here. Scream 55 on corner now to the 51, the crazy end. Just over 4 minutes left to go. And it's a pretty damn close game, I must say. It's been spUwU with the lead the majority of it. But RS has been coming back in this one. Well, they were coming back, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point advantage again for Blue, as they did hold 3 points there for some time. RS had gotten within a few points there, but now all of a sudden it's a pretty big advantage for spUwU here. Snow would be better. Or not even snow, just like a regular, like, tile floor. Like, if it was like the texture that, like, you see ramp floor is, or something like that, just any normal, not this crazy grass shit, it'd probably be okay. Bug should have been on corner, perhaps. In the previous two maps, they did put Bug away from Naru, and it was mostly working, as he was really beating up Crazy End, but he seems pretty outmatched by Naru, at least on this point. It's not close as you might expect it would be. 51 points on path for Naru to only 29 for Bug, and I do feel like the ramp players have been helping out Bug a lot more. That being said, Miso does have 17 points on pathway himself, so. But Vader has 14. Yeah, I don't know. Pathway's being London for sure. Red almost came back in this game. They're within a few points, and then very quickly, it's gotten completely away from them. That's a big lead now. Approaching 20-point advantage. Here's a nice ultra by Naru. RS falling apart a bit here. Do they try to change something, or is it too late? Is it too risky to even try to change something? I don't know. With only 2 minutes left, they probably should try something. I feel like they've been trying to focus having someone helping on pathway more, but they've just been bleeding on ramp, I feel like. What is that, 58 or so for spUwU on ramp? Was that 48? 56 for RS. I think this clearly was the better choice. They had the final pick. They chose ICO over Lament, and looking good for spUwU. They just got to hang on for another minute and a half to win Group C. Still theoretically possible for RS to make a comeback here, but they're going to really need to hold two or more for the rest of the way here. And currently they are, but see if they can keep doing it. Watching from Bug. Just over a minute left. 16-point advantage overall. Red has held 2 of 3 since I said it, but now Blue does. The lead's too much, isn't it? They definitely did not switch anything. I think they tried to support Pathway a bit more from ramp, but no one switched from corner or anything like that. And just to quickly check in, we're not going to switch POVs, but Scream is leading now over Crazy on there, but it's only a 4-point advantage on corner, so pretty deadlocked over there. Scream kind of needs to hold that the rest of the way or something. Blue is holding all 3 points right now, and that is not what Red needed. They grew the lead back to 10. RS was coming back a little bit there. But it's still a 10-point lead with 20 seconds left. They're going to have to hold all 3 points, like now, and hold it the rest of the way. They're holding 2. It's a 10-point advantage. It's not going to be enough time. They can't do it. spUwU is going to win Group C with a 10-point victory right here on ICO, and there you have it. Well played. I have to say, it looked... Malevolence was very one-sided victory for RS. Very one-sided. And Axiom started out looking very one-sided in favor of RS. It looked like for sure they were going to win that map in just 2-0. spUwU out of this match. And on the back of Naru with a crazy effort on Nook there, they managed to make a comeback on Axiom and win that map despite losing 2 of the points. And they carried the momentum into ICO. Well played. See? Fuck these fragging 2v2 players. They got shit. Well played. Congrats to spUwU. See how they do in the playoffs right there. No problem indeed. Thanks for watching, everyone. VOD will be up as usual. I'll put the link. YouTube in the Discord. Take care.